Hey everyone, Befron here, and gosh, do I have a mail day for you. Here it is, folks, the giant tidal wave of mail. Oh my gosh, I just dropped some too. Gotta get that real quick. So here it is, all of this mail. I don't know if everyone saw it during the intro. I gotta actually be careful. I don't wanna dox anybody on camera here, but this is a lot of mail that I have here. I'm gonna try to get it so you can see how large this stack of mail is compared to my head. So a little backstory here is I was away for about 3 or 4 weeks, and I was ordering some cards while I was away, and I came back and realized, oh my gosh, I really ordered a lot of stuff. Nothing in here is like hugely valuable, but it's a lot of like little things that are pretty neat and pretty interesting. So I thought, instead of just sitting in my basement and opening them up by myself, I figured I'd just open them up on camera and we'd have a good time looking at some fun, new and old cards of all different kinds. There's some Pokemon, there's some Magic the Gathering. I think there might be some Yu-Gi-Oh maybe, but we'll see. I forget all of what's in here. There's a lot. So we'll go through this and let me know what you think. This is all stuff that I bought, so this is not like a fan mail day. This is all stuff that I bought. I need more fans to get fan mail, so you should like and subscribe to this video if you like the content. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump in and see what we get. I have, like I said, a whole stack. It's probably at least 20 or 30 things, so should be a good time. I'm gonna be very careful I don't dox anybody too. I don't wanna accidentally slip any addresses onto this, so being a little careful, I'm gonna open things upside down, and let's go ahead and jump in. We have a Strionic Resonator sent perfectly. Thank you for addressing it so nicely to Befron TCG. So I think I ordered this on CardSphere, and you can see here, it's just a nice little Strionic Resonator from Commander, what is this, Commander 2019, I think. I just needed this for a, which triggered ability? I think this was for my attack triggers, so I have an Ishin Commander deck, and yeah, Commander 2019, nice little copy of Strionic Resonator. That went down in price since it was reprinted in the Streets of New Commander decks, and so I picked one up on CardSphere. So I'm going to put these aside. I'm also going to put them back in the original envelope so I can go back later and leave feedback for all the people that I bought from. So that's always a good thing you should do. Always make sure you leave feedback when you buy things online. I am a seller online myself, and I know how much it helps when you leave good feedback. So always want to leave feedback. I'm not going to do it right now, of course, because I'm filming, and I don't think any of you want to watch me click through a bunch of screens on eBay and stuff. But if you are buying stuff online, you know, I'm going to do that later, and please, everyone viewing should always, little public service announcement, you should always leave feedback. So I just saw that I think they put an address inside this thing, so I want to be careful. But here is my next package, some Clefairies from base set 2. This is a vintage Pokemon card. I'm building some vintage decks. There you go, Clefairy 6 base set 2. So these are cards that will go into those vintage decks. I'm building some decks from the base to Neo format, and you know, that's just when I started playing and I got really nostalgic and I wanted to build some decks. So I got these. These are super nice old Clefairies in decent condition, as you can see. You know, definitely played, but you know, not falling apart. There's some, you can get some really badly damaged cards that are when they get to be this old. So I'm glad I got them in decent condition. So very happy with those. There's a deck with Clefairy and Clefable where you copy your Pokemon's attacks, and yeah, I wanted to build that deck. I will post down in the description of this video a link to this really cool website. I found that they have a bunch of very common, like, vintage base to Neo deck lists. And just so everyone knows, base to Neo were the original Pokemon sets when the game came out and was manufactured by Wizard of the Coast. So base set, Jungle, Team Rockets, Fossil, Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge, and then Neo Genesis, Neo Discovery, Neo Revelation, and then Neo Destiny. So those, you know, handful of sets is what that base to Neo refers to. Anyway, this is probably one of the most valuable cards I got, the Pichu from Neo Genesis that you can see right there. Again, this is a pretty good card for a few different decks. It's in not horrendous condition. It's definitely at least a moderately played. I think they marked it as a heavily played, so that's very honest of them. I think some people might sell this as a moderately played, but yeah, I guess that there's like a little mini crease there. That's probably what made it heavily played. So not horrible though. I mean, it's still like a very, definitely still hasn't been through the washing machine, I think is fair to say. But so it's still a nice looking card. Actually, the surface looks pretty good. Oh yeah, that's a pretty nasty little nick right there. But, and we got this nice little swirl that you can see. So really excited about this card, even though it's a little beat up, but it's a nice card to have. I'm not super worried about the condition here since it is already pretty badly damaged, but still put it back in the sleeve and slip it back in the envelope. So again, I can leave some feedback for that buyer later. And again, I knew, or that seller, I knew that it was, oops, I do have a letter opener here. So I did know that that was not going to be in great condition. I know a lot of those old Pokemon cards are not, but always like to evaluate. This is from CardSphere CS. So again, I'll post my CardSphere link in the description of this video. If anybody wants to trade with me, it'll be a little referral link. I think I don't even get a kickback in terms of money. I think it's just like if you sign up to CardSphere using my link, I'll get like a month of premium CardSphere or something like that. But it's a good site. I mean, clearly I use it. I like it. So, oh, here's the card that I wanted from this. Let's see if I can get it out of this top loader safely. That's the big test. Here we go. Come on out. There we go. I've been looking for this card forever. It is Phoenix, God of Deception. He's Hoarding Ogre is just another common I wanted. Druidleer is not bad. Oh wow, that's a really nice copy from back in Odyssey. Wow, that's a very clean copy. Look at that. Yeah, Odyssey's what, 2001? Yeah, that's a pretty nice condition card for such an old card. And Phoenix, God of Deception. This is going to be my commander for a mill deck that I'm working on. No surprise, that is what Phoenix does. So very nice pickup. Looks like it's in pretty clean condition. Maybe a little ding up there, but very nice, very nice. Not even like a ding. It's more just like a nick. Is it a nick? Is it a ding? I don't know. But very cool. Glad I got those in. I've got Phoenix on my CardSphere wants for a long time, so I'm glad that finally came in. For those of you who don't know, CardSphere works on the system where you don't, unlike most systems where you buy cards explicitly, you just go on, search for, oh, I want a Pikachu, and then you pick a Pikachu and buy it. CardSphere, you post the things that you want and how much you're willing to pay for them, and then people commit to fulfill those orders. So it's kind of like reversed of what it usually is. Okay, so here I got to be a little careful. I think somebody put in like a packing slip where they have some address information. I want to be careful I don't show that. And this is a Goldberry. I think that's all there is to see in here. I'm not going to bother taking it out. Kind of like a moderately played. You got some wear around the corners. And but yeah, Goldberry is a very good card, a staple in the base to Neo format. It's about like a $2 or $3 uncommon. This is an uncommon. You can see it right there, that little diamond. Yeah, a good card. It's used in a lot of those base to Neo decks. Unfortunately, getting pretty pricey for just an uncommon, but should hold its value. It's a staple. Anybody who wants to put together these old decks will always need to buy it. I think it should hold its value pretty nicely. So anyway, let's move on. There's going to be a few copies of things like that. So like the Goldberry, and here we go. Here's a nice Metal Energy, very cool. So this is back when Metal Energies were special energies. So now, Metal Energy and Darkness Energy are both just regular energy cards that you have in Pokemon. Back when they just came out in Neo Genesis, Metal Energy was a special energy. So you could only have 4 of these in your deck. They were hollow. I mean, I think this card was maybe like $5 or $6. So, it was definitely a lot rarer. I'm not going to take it out of the sleeve because, again, it's only this card. I'm going to try to not damage the card when I get it out of this thing. Let's see if I can. There we go. And take this off. Perfect. So there is the Metal Energy. I'll flip it over, get rid of this so I don't get tape on the card later. And very nice. Not too bad. There's definitely some wear. Again, none of these are going to be mint. I know that going into it, but I just want a copy that's like together. I want something that's not like gone through the wash. I try to avoid things with creases in it, but I know I'm not going to. If I want something that's mint, super double, ultra mint condition, it's going to be like $30 a card anymore because they're just hard to get a hold of. Whereas you can get kind of a copy that's a little scratched for a couple bucks each. So I'm fine to take a couple scratches, but just avoid the creases and washing machine incidents. Okay, so anyway, next card. There we go. Open that. Let's see how this person did it. Here we go. Nice little pocket and computer search. So nice little way to wrap up that computer search. Again, this is a rare from the base set of Pokemon. So the very first set of Pokemon that came out. It's computer search. This is a trainer card. In base set, there were a lot of rare trainers. There's Pokemon Breeder, Pokemon Trader, De-Evolution Spray, Clefairy Doll. There were a lot of rare trainers, which is something Pokemon doesn't really do anymore. But this was definitely, computer search was one of the staples. So that's why that can be a little hard to get because a lot of people want them. So I see this person put the address information on the back of the envelope, which is weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and open this up and see what we get. Again, I hope you guys are all enjoying this. If you like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Here we go, some adorable baby Pokemon. These don't really exist, I think, anymore in the Pokemon game. This is a Magby, who evolves into Magmar. And then what else did I get in this little pouch? Magby, second Magby, and 2 Focus Bands. Wow, these are tough to find. Focus Band is another rare trainer, but it is in Neo Genesis, so the first Neo set when the Gen 2 Pokemon came out. And this is definitely another staple that goes into a lot of decks, so I'm glad I got to pick these up. These were probably the most expensive trainers. I think these were like $6 or $7 each. I searched a lot for these on eBay and TCGPlayer and a bunch of other sites trying to find cheaper, but like the cheapest one I got I think was like $5 still, so they definitely get pricey. I'm slowly collecting them on eBay and some other sites where you just got to be really patient though to find these because they don't come up much really. Like even now they go up to about like $12 and there's still only like 5 or 6 listings that I've able to find. So even if you're willing to pay for them, it's hard to find them because there weren't many printed. I think back when those came out, I just want some other paperwork that came with that. I'm gonna stick that in that envelope. Back when those came out, I think Pokemon was going kind of through a lull in popularity, and so there weren't a lot of them printed, and so they get hard to find, and the price goes up, blah, 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 supply and demand, and so you get some expensive cards here. I gotta make sure, again, I don't show any address info when I open this up. There's a packing slip right there. And here we go. Oh, another Metal Energy, and this one's first edition. Yeah, I remember seeing this. I wanted to get it because it was first edition, and the price still was not that bad. I think this was still like, you could probably check right here, but I think it was only like $6 or $7 for this, which is really good for first edition, even if it is a little damaged. Let me see. Why can't I can usually get, there we go. And let's see if I can pull this one out. I really want to see the condition of this. Oh yeah, this one did have like a wrinkle, unfortunately, which again I usually avoid, but it was first edition and maybe that kind of makes up for it. I don't know, it's hit or miss, but definitely not a perfect condition card. But I thought that, still getting like a first edition of a card this old and a shiny version of it, I don't mind. It's okay, willing to take the sacrifice. So there's that. Put that back in the packing slip and slip this back in the envelope, and we are all good to go. Okay, next. Now I'll start to go through these a little faster. Like I said, you're going to see some duplicates. You just did see a duplicate with that Metal Energy, so that's fine. Oh, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh card, Elder Entity Entis. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's all on the sleeve. I thought this was a pretty mint card. But anyway, so yeah, very cool. Elder Entity Entis. I'm building a invoked. What's in that? Invoked Shadow Dogmatica deck. I think that's what the engine is in there. Invoke Dogmatica Shadow. And so that was one of the cards I wanted for the extra deck. I knew there was Yu-Gi-Oh somewhere in this stack. I was like, is it just Pokemon and Magic? It's probably close. This one's kind of a pain. Let's see if we can get in there. There we go. It just blew open very quickly. Okay, so let's see what we got in here. Ooh, nice. Venusaur. So these are, again, the Celebrations Venusaur. So I do have some of the original Venusaurs, but they're getting pretty expensive. And if I'm just making these decks for fun, I didn't want to put like a $20 or $30 card in these decks. I want to just get the cheaper copy that still kind of looks close. Like, I do want to keep these decks as original as possible with this base to Neo, but a few of these I don't think I mind But I think this is 4 copies of this, or maybe this is 2, and then I ordered another 2. Yeah, this is just 2. I'm not too concerned about the condition of these. These are new cards. I don't think they're ever gonna, I shouldn't say they're never gonna spike in price, but there's, you know, I would be surprised if they ever got to be more than the original base set ones. That's for sure. I think this might be another 2 Venusaurs that you just saw, or another Pichu. I think I got another Pichu, that Neo Genesis Pichu that I opened before. We'll see, or could be something completely different. Let's see, trainer. Oh no, another focus band. There we go. So again, this was like a first edition. This was probably like $7 or $8. But yeah, just a tough card to find. Nothing crazy exciting, but it's just a very hard card to find. It's a rare trainer from a set that was relatively underprinted. So we'll move on. Nothing new there. This one has a nice easy open. No, I thought it was going to be easy to open, and that's why I should always use my letter opener, even when I feel like it'll be easy. Here's another CardSphere card. So this is just a CardSphere order number. I'm going to keep it attached. Past in Flames. Ooh, this is a card I want for my Is It Spellslinger deck. All of your instants and sorceries have flashback. Very cool. And what's this guy we got back here? Is a Merciless Eviction. I'm building a Orzhov, what's it called? Aristocrats deck. So that will go in there. It's not, this isn't really, Merciless Eviction is not very aristocrat-y, but it's, oh my gosh, wow. I didn't notice this. Look at the centering on this guy. Whoa. Whoa. That's pretty neat. That is crazy. Okay. Interesting. Yikes, there's almost no black border up there. Anyway, so yeah, this is just some removal I'm going to have for that deck. Nothing that's like aristocrat-y in and of itself, but yeah, just a nice little card for that deck. Put that back on. Again, if you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe. I think once I get like to some large amount of subscribers, I'll get a P.O. box somewhere, and maybe I can do a mail day of fan mail if I ever get any, but no fans yet. Someday Befron will be big enough to get some fan mail, and we'll do a fan mail opening. Anyway, for today, oh, there's my other 2 Venusaurs, so there should be, yep, 2 Venusaurs. Nothing too surprising, that's what I was mentioning before. I wanted a play set of 4, and there they are. So there's the other 2, very cool. That was a nice quick one. We kind of knew what to expect there. Let's move on to envelope number, I don't know, what are we at? Maybe like 10 or so. Let's see how we do with a drum roll. Oh, what do you know? Another focus band. Okay, I'm not going to belabor that. Very cool. So I think we've gotten, what now, 4 focus bands, I think. So those are good to have in. Like I said, I was very patient and spent a lot of time stalking eBay trying to get some good prices on those. Man, this is a very tough envelope to open. Let's see if I can go into this a different way. Maybe from the side I can get the side open. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Pull it out from the side, and what do we got here? A couple cards. Open it like this. Oh, somebody just put tape right on the card. I mean, I assume this is not one of the cards I bought. They just use that to protect it, but still, like, yikes. I would not recommend shipping a card like that. That's weird. That's an energy. I mean, it's only an energy, but it's still like an old energy. Like, I wouldn't waste the old energy just putting tape on it like that. Anyway, well, I don't really care about those. I just really want the focus band. That's what we all care about. So another focus band. I think that's number 5. So nothing too exciting there. And I don't think I ordered this. I think they just put that in as the protector. But whatever. Again, like, you shouldn't. I mean, those are still vintage cards, even if they're not crazy desirable. I feel like, you know, somebody's going to pay decent money for those because they are vintage, and somebody wants those old vintage cards. So anyway, not my problem. I would have done something different, but however you want to ship, I feel like they ship that pretty safely. Anyway, let's move on. This is a little stuck in there, and let's see how we do. It is a Ooh, Chaos Gym, very nice. So this is a card that I think you play it, and then whenever somebody plays a trainer, you flip a coin, and if heads, it happens normally. If tails, the other player basically plays that trainer. So as the name insists, it's chaotic, right? You're just like, there's a 50-50 chance that your trainer might not actually happen. So very chaotic. I should explain more of these cards. I don't think I've really been explaining any of these cards. I know, like, for instance, Focus Band, which we've seen a ton of, is a card that you attach it to your Pokemon, and if it gets knocked out, it just has 10 HP left instead. So gets knocked out, you flip a coin, and if you win the coin flip, you still have your Pokemon. It doesn't get knocked out. Ooh, there we go. Dark Steel Plate. This is another CardSphere order. Very cool card. I think I got this for my Gisa, the Glorious Resurrector deck. I just needed more. It's a black only deck, and there's not a lot of like protection in black, so I just have I'm trying to get a lot of artifacts to protect Gisa in that deck. And generally, you know, Dark Steel Plate is a good card regardless, so even if I don't use it in that deck, I will use it in something, I'm sure. All right, next package. Let's see how we do. This paper looks really weird again. I don't want to show the paper because it's addressed to another Focus Band. Have I actually shown this close up yet? So I'm sorry if you're bored of Focus Bands. I'm happy to get them, but it's probably boring to see the same card over and over again. Direct from TCGPlayer. So this has Direct. I think I forget how Direct works. If you order like $35, they give you free shipping or something like that. Oh no, there's a bunch of address information on that. Let me try to do this without doxing myself. Wow, this is I've never gotten an envelope from TCGPlayer Direct. I've gotten like bubble mailers, but this is interesting. So they ship it in this like plastic. I'm gonna have to rip the plastic sleeve because it doesn't. I don't know how they even get. It's very tight fitting. Wow, geez. Okay. Tape and all kinds of stuff falling off my hand. And let's see if I can get this out without. Oh gosh. Oh wow, they really do a good job. Your favorite online something. Let's see. I really don't know if I mean, they're definitely secure. Like, they're not going to get damaged in transit, but like, also I feel like you could damage the card just trying to get them out. Here's Good Manners. This is a card. It's basically a free level ball. So you search your deck for a basic Pokemon, but you can't have any basic Pokemon in your hand when you play it. And I got a lot of these. These are another card that's like, it's an uncommon from Gym Heroes. Basically, it's Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge are two different sets. One of them has this logo, and the other one has the same exact logo, but it's black instead of white. So I always forget Gym Challenge or Gym Hero. Yeah, so this is a card that's just, I got a bunch. They were on for like $1.50 or $2, so I got a bunch of copies. These cards usually go for like 3 or 4 each, so I saw that, and yeah, one person listed like 10 copies for like $1.50, so I scooped those up real quick. I think I only needed like 6 copies of it, but I figured, you know, for that price, they'll either go up in value or I'll build some other deck later that I want those for, and I couldn't say no. Anyway, next card is another Chaos Gym, so this is one that we saw before, so I won't belabor that too much. Again, just basically trade your trainer cards with your opponent every time you play them. Let's see how we do. Let me know what your favorite card here is that I've opened so far. It's always kind of exciting to... I gotta blur that out. It's always exciting to get a lot of mail, and I was super excited to come home and see, oh my gosh, I got like so much stuff in the mail. A few gold berries, very nice. I think this is all from TCGPlayer also. Very nice. Was that damaged on the card? Oh wow, that is heavy damage. There's like a chunk. Oh gosh. I mean, I knew it was heavy play, but wow. There is like literally a gash in the surface of this card. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I mean, it's heavy play, so... Alright, these might actually... I'll check this slip. Again, I think it's written on here what the condition of these cards is, but I don't want to look at it and then reveal my address again, so I'll be a little careful there. Anyway, some gold berries. Again, I think I already explained that one. It's basically like remove 4 damage counters from your Pokemon between turns. So, and it's for free. So you don't need to like discard an energy card, or usually like you can get 2 or 3 damage counters for free, but then once you get into like 4 damage counters, you have to like discard an energy or something like that. But Goldberry was very good for that reason. It was a free way to remove 4 damage counters. Anyway, here's a Pichu. Why can't I open this tape? What is going on here? Another Pichu. So again, I don't want to belabor my duplicates too much, but Pichu is a very nice card to have, and it's probably one of the more valuable cards that I have in this haul, so I do want to take a very close look at it. This one looks pretty nice too. No, this one, the corners look a lot better. Oh, yep, it's damaged though. You can see, man, Pichus I feel like have a lot of swirls though. You can see there's a really nice swirl right there. It does have that pretty bad crease, so not looking heavy play. I would definitely, yeah, I feel a little gypped by that. Heavy play, I usually don't think of as creases. Like heavy play, definitely a lot of whitening and scuffs, but like once you get into like a crease like that, I would call that damaged. So I don't know. It's always hard. I mean, everybody's got it's grading cards like that is very subjective, and everybody's got a little standard. You know, the difference between heavy play and damaged isn't huge, but I would have called that damaged. And it wasn't shipped that amazing. I mean, this was still like a $15 card, and it really was not shipped that well. I mean, just in a top loader in a regular envelope, I would have probably put that into a, I don't know, at least a tracked envelope. But anyway, some sellers are better than others. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, so we got a something you can't see through. So we're gonna have to open this up and see how we do. And we got, oh, Rocket Sneak Attack. This is a good card. I probably got 2 of those. Yep, Rocket Sneak Attack. There were a lot of cards back in this era of Pokemon that would let you basically like just pull cards out of your opponent's hand. So this and Lass work together really nicely. So Lass was a card that you and your opponent revealed your hands and shuffled all trainers back into your deck. And then Rocket Sneak Attack lets you pull a trainer, just one trainer out of their hand. So if you have that and Lass, like you could really get your opponent into a bad spot. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on with the next envelope here and see what we get. We have a, what's going on? I'm gonna have to be a little careful here so I don't bend the card, but I get this flap out. We have another Goldberry. Okay, no surprise there. We've seen, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 packages of Goldberries, so I'm not gonna belabor that too much. Throw everything back, move on. Again, I wanna put everything back in the envelope so I can review my buyers or my sellers later. Always do that. All right, so continuing on, what do we got going on here? I'm gonna take this off camera real quick to make sure oh, wow, this is interesting. So this, I don't think this is even an envelope. This is literally just like a piece of paper that somebody like folded into the shape of an envelope. So, and then like kind of taped it all together like this, which is an interesting way to do things. So let's see how we get this open. It's a little tough to tear, and they've got tape all over. Ooh, Sneasel, very nice. So Sneasel is another classic card, very good. Beat up. Flip a coin for each of your Pokemon in play, including this one. This attack does 20 damage. So for 2 Darkness Energy, you could do up to 120 damage with the attack plus 10 damage each. Because in the old days, Darkness Energy would let you if you had a Darkness Energy attached, all your attacks do 10 extra damage. So you have two energies from there. If you can flip all heads, you're gonna do 120 plus 20 is 140 damage. This card is legal in the base to Neo format, and it is actually, once they went to the Rocket Up format, where you could only play starting from the Team Rocket set, Sneasel was actually banned because it was so good. Such a broken card. Again, another weird envelope. Here we go. Okay, I got that open with a lot of difficulty, but we got there. We got there. We're okay. Okay, continuing on, a Pokemon card. It is a Darkness Energy. So speaking of Sneasel and its Darkness Energies, there's a Darkness Energy in its old Special Energy card format. It used to be a Special Energy card. Now it's just a regular energy. And this one actually looks really nice. No real damage there or anything. Very clean copy. Definitely not perfect, but definitely not damaged. So that's always cool to have. I want to make sure I got that all back. My envelopes are definitely starting to stack up here pretty badly, or pretty well, I guess. It's a good thing that I have all these envelopes. Shouldn't complain. Oh, another focus band. Okay, you guys are probably very bored of seeing focus bands. That was a focus card of mine to get, hence the many multiple copies of it. Let's see how we do here. Crack this open, and we have... Thank you. Please leave feedback. Of course I will leave feedback. All sellers deserve feedback. Always rate your sellers. And, ooh, very cool. This is Ivysaur from the Southern Island set. Southern Island set was a set of 18 cards that came in a binder. You bought it in the binder in this like little sleeve. There were 18 cards. You get the same 18 cards every time. And it was like this just beautiful, I mean, just look at it. It was like this beautiful like version of all these Pokemon cards where they're in this like tropical island setting thing. It was very, very cool. So I don't think Pokemon's ever released anything like that. I don't even know really what prompted them to release that. It was just a really nice album that they released. And that Ivysaur is just also just happens to be a very good Ivysaur. That's a particularly good copy of it. The Ivysaur in base set is not that... Oh, wow, look at this. This is a very old sleeve that they have this in. I remember this artwork from, gosh, something a long time ago in the Ruby and Sapphire age. Another focus band. Okay. But still, wow, look at that art. I have like a tin or something with this on it. I don't know what it is. But yeah, that was definitely back in like the early 2000s in the Ruby Sapphire age. So that was a throwback. I think I like the sleeve more than the card in that case. Wow, that was... Well, I gotta find that. I don't think I've seen that in a very long time. It's probably in my attic or basement somewhere. Let's see what we have here. It's another Sneasel. So I think, yeah, we already saw Sneasel. I'm not gonna belabor this too much. Again, very good card. So that's the description there. Very good card. Very good card. Yes, approve. Okay, continuing on. We are almost done. I'd say it's about 5 more envelopes left. And we'll see what we get. Getting down to the last stretch. I think this has been a pretty long video at this point. We'll see. I might have to edit it down. But let's see how we do. We have, ooh, nice little chunky EV sleeve. And another Darkness Energy. Ooh, it looks I think we have a few cards in here. So we'll pull these out and see what else we have. Darkness Energy, and these are all vintage. Darkness Energy, Focus Band, of course, and Energy Charge, right? I had to order a couple of those. Energy Charges are good because they're one of the few cards that let you shuffle energy cards, not basic energy cards, from your discard pile into your deck. So the problem was that most of the cards, like Energy Retrieval, Super Energy Retrieval, only let you take basic energies, which means you can't take back your Darkness Energy. So, you know, if a Darkness Energy or a Metal Energy landed in your graveyard, there was really no other way to get it back other than Energy Charge and this other copy of an APOM card that you could use to get that back into your deck. Let me put all this stuff back into the envelope, and we'll move on to the next one. I'm going to fold this up a little differently just to get it in there a little more quickly. Moving on. 5th to last. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff in this envelope. Jeez. All right, here we go. I cheated a little bit and ripped the corner of it to get in the envelope a little more easily. Crack that open, and here we go. Let's open this up. Man, some people tape these things like into the actual, like tape it into the envelope, and that's a lot. Oop, there's some. I'll have to blur that out or something later. More address information. Where's the actual cards? There it is. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. That was quite an envelope. So we have Rainbow Energy. Rainbow Energy are very good in the base to Neo format because there were only, again, special energies were Darkness and Steel, and so you could only have 4 of them each in your deck. Luckily, you could use also a Rainbow energy as Darkness or Steel types too. So, you know, you put 4 Darkness energies and 4 Rainbow energies, and it's like you had 8 Darkness energies total in your deck. Only bad part of Rainbow energy is that it puts 1 damage counter on your Pokemon when you equip it. So that's a definitely downside. This one's pretty badly damaged, but again, you know, it's either get a damaged version or pay like $10 a card. So I'll take a damaged version if I can get it for a little bit cheaper. That one's more damage than I would have liked, but oh well. Again, when people in TCGPlayer say damage, it's sort of like it's an open book. It's a open question of what you're going to get. So, and here's some item finders. These are actually all in LP condition, light play, and yeah, they look pretty nice. That is definitely light play. And again, I think I've already discussed item finder. Kind of another expensive rare from the older sets. I mean, expensive meaning like $3, $4 or so. So I mean, not crazy expensive, but for, you know, 1 card, 1 trainer, it's a little pricey. All right, moving on. 3rd or 4th last package. I'm losing my voice. I hope you all enjoyed this. Again, if you like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Maybe one day I can do fan mail openings. And there's another Darkness energy card. We've seen that a few times. Very good to have another copy of that. Are we going to get anything else unique? I got paper and envelope, shrapnel, and shards everywhere. It's going to be fun to clean all this up. But here we go, down to the last stretch. This is a very like flimsy feeling envelope. Another Rainbow energy. So we just talked about Rainbow energy. I'm not going to go too much in detail. I think this is the only card in this envelope, but very cool. There's another Rainbow energy, and now we'll move on to, let's see, what do we have here? Oops, I just flipped that over. We don't want to dox myself. Let's see, computer search. I think we already talked about this. Again, discard 2 cards, search your deck for any card, but it's a, yeah, it's a staple. So, and I think I got 2 copies of those in that package. Do not bend. I was afraid when I flashed this bend on the camera before, and I was afraid that I showed somebody's address from Bend, North Bend. There's a city, some town somewhere called Bend or something like that, Big Bend or something Bend, in some state somewhere. So, but luckily it just says do not bend. I thought it was like the name of the town on somebody's address. Anyway, I'll stop rambling and get this open sometime today. What do we have? I think this is CardSphere order. Yes, CardSphere. There's the order number and a Demon Disciple. This is another card. I don't understand why this person sent this card. It's only like a 10-cent card and they shipped it to me. I mean, I appreciate it. It's a good card. It's one that I wanted, but it's like a 10-cent card that they shipped, which, you know, an envelope costs like 50 or 60 cents now to ship. So anyway, I appreciate it. And last package, what are we gonna get? Let's see, this one it came in a nice little bubble mailer and it's very well packaged. So hopefully it's something exciting, good way to end this series. It's a Pokemon card. It's probably an old Pokemon card. Drum roll, what is it? It is a Goldberry. Wow, that was a very well packaged Goldberry. I mean, again, this is like a $2 or $3 card, but it's not something I would expect to get in a mailer like that. It's not even first edition. I mean, it's definitely a nice quality, but it's, yeah. So anyway, very cool. I'm glad we opened all these. I hope you all enjoyed that. If you, hold on, let me get this all back. I hope you all enjoyed that. So anyway, if you like what you saw, please don't forget to like and subscribe. You can check out the video description below for some links to my CardSphere website, all that good stuff. Again, if you like what you see, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back and watch more Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, all kinds of vintage and modern cards, openings, reviews, product reviews, pack openings, all that good stuff. So please come back. Hope to see you next time, and thanks for watching.